All right, so good morning, everyone. Today we proceed with our course, Emerging Technologies in Science Education. And we shall look at how we can use artificial intelligence-based tools to automate administrative tasks. You know, as teachers, we perform a lot of functions, right from preparing for the lesson to the actual activities in the classroom. Then we assess our students, we give feedbacks, and at the same time, we also engage in some administrative tasks. These administrative tasks could involve writing letters or email to our students or to parents of our students or seeking permission from higher authority or writing concept notes or so many other things that we do. So this alone, it takes time. We record keeping. Yes, record keeping. We also keep the register, we keep the attendance, we keep the logbook, we keep a lot of records, including our student records. So how can we now incorporate AI into these activities in such a way that we are going to improve or increase our productivity? Okay, remember, these tools, they are meant to improve or increase our productivity and not to replace our responsibilities. So in this case, AI can come handy into these activities, right from emails, receiving email, responding to email, automating emails, and at the same time, record keeping and stuff like that. So this lesson is focused on that, basically. So that's what you have here at the beginning of the lesson, where we say AI development has a lot of promising opportunities for increased efficiency, personalized support, and enhanced communication between teachers and parents, between teachers and other administrative staff in the school. And you as teachers, there is no way you can run away from this. Either you send email or you respond in letter to your student or the parent of your student, or you yourself want to seek permission to travel, you have to write a letter to your principal or the higher authority in the school. Or you also want to keep records for your students, or you want to make some kind of mark sheet or report cards and stuff like that. So this we do them manually or with the help of some electronic gadgets, but AI can do them better for us. So this is what we are talking about. So we talk about communication and scheduling. My plan is to have this class in less than 1 hour. Let's see how it goes. So the very first thing we talk about is this streamlining communication and scheduling. So teachers need to communicate daily with each student, with each other, or their student, or the parent of their student, or the administrators. So all of these add up to a significant chunk of the workload. We teach, we prepare for teaching, we prepare lesson plan. You went to teaching practice last semester, and you experienced that where you have to complete your lesson plans, logbook, we call them over there, and then you have to teach, and then you have to mark the scripts, you give your student test, you have to mark that, you have to record it, then you have to prepare the exam cards, these activities. In addition to that, you still have to send messages or reply to messages, or you seek permission from the school. So AI can come in here and help you, especially now we talk about the communication and scheduling. So AI might even make the amount of communication between teachers and parents even better. For example, AI could generate personalized messages for every parent. It can synthesize feedback on recent assignment. It can include missing assignments from the grade book, okay? And it can remind parents of events relevant to the field. So there are so many things we can talk about here. So we have some tools that we can use. But this morning we focus on how we can use ChatGPT to help us in drafting some of these things. Look at this simple communication with the student. You as a teacher, you want to communicate with your student. That means you want to write email to your student, or you want to write a message that you can drop in WhatsApp if they are not having email, as we know. Okay? So how can you come in? How can AI come in to help you? You don't have to crack your brain and then put your pen down and be thinking of what to write and how to write them. Rather, you can just give some prompts to AI, tell it what you intend to write, then you see it bringing out something nice for you. So look at the example of an email that a teacher is writing now. Look, this is a prompt. Draft an email to a student who keeps turning in late. Who keeps what? Turning in late work, like submitting assignment, he submit the assignment late. So remind the student that that's what my late policy is there. Have 48 hours, submit assignment for half point. That is, if you submit your assignment after 2 days, then you have half the point. So provide some constructive next steps for the student. This is a sample, is an idea that the teacher want to write about as an email to student. Now you are given this idea to AI-based tool to do it for you. So we can look at that and see how it goes. So we can copy from here as usual. Then we ask ChatGPT to do this for us. Let's see what is going to come out. So we take this to ChatGPT's maybe you can go. Then I can paste it here. So I'm asking this guy to draft an email to a student who keeps turning in late work, reminding them that my late policy is they have 48 hours to submit assignment for half point. Provide some constructive next steps for the student. So let's see how it goes. Then I just send that. Now look at what is happening. So you see that? Okay. Now let us evaluate this output. Like I told you, for everything you generate from ChatGPT or any other AI-based tool, you need to evaluate it. You need to look at it critically. So you use this tool with your eyes widely open. You just take anything. Some things may be relevant, while some may not be relevant. You sieve out the relevant information from the irrelevant ones. All right? So look at this. The subject is reminder, late assignment policy, and next step. Dear student, you're going to put your student name here. Then I noticed that you have been submitting assignments past the deadline. I want to remind you that per my late work policy, you have up to 48 hours after the due date to submit assignment. But they will only receive what? Half credits. You see it now. After this period, I can no longer accept them. Okay? Amazing. So to help you stay on track, here are a few suggestions. Plan ahead. Use available resources. Communicate early. I want to see you succeed, and submitting work on time ensures you get the most of the learning experience. Please let me know if you need any support in managing your workload. Best, then you write your name, your position, and then your contact. This is a short email address you can send to any student that you know has been consistently submitting assignment late. Okay? So maybe you as a teacher, you can also adopt this method. All right? That you ask a student to submit their assignment, and some submit within the deadline, while those who submit without the deadline, they need to be punished. Okay, you give a window, 48 hours. If you cannot make it on the deadline, on time, then you have 48 hours. However, when you submit 48 hours after the deadline, you only have half the point. No matter what you get, I will divide it by 2. Then after 48 hours, that is the end. I'm no longer receiving the assignment. I think it's a good policy, which I can also adopt in this course. For your project assignment, you will be given deadline. So if you also miss that deadline, then you submit 48 hours after, then you get half the point, not the full point. I will grade you normally, then whatever thing you get, I'll just divide by 2 as a punishment for submitting late. So this is a policy for that teacher. You can adopt it, or we can also adopt it in this course. Nice one. Okay, but this is not the time to debate that. So this is the kind of email you can send to your student. Is an example, right? So there could be so many other reasons, so many other ways through which you can communicate with your student. So you can also use AI to draft an email to respond to an email sent to you. You receive a mail from Dr. Zakaria, for instance, and you want to respond to me. You can just ask AI, maybe you are too busy or you are engaged with something else. Just ask AI, copy my mail, then ask AI to respond to my mail. And with whatever thing you want, respond politely and, respect him or whatever. So you can ask AI to do that. Then AI will draft it for you. Then just copy and paste it on your email and send it back to me. You are going to save time. And that is the hallmark of this talk. The hallmark of this particular tool is to save our time. We are too busy. So rather than cracking your brain and then minding grammatical errors, this is a very important point. Typing email to your teacher or to your lecturer comes along with committing grammatical errors. Some people can write just a few lines and you see in there army of errors. So with writing with AI, these errors can be elevated, I mean, can be eliminated. So that will write for you in a simple and polite and correct English. So you can assist them, just copy there and then you modify some things and then you send to your teacher. Then you're fine. So you can use AI. This is an administrative task that we engage in as teachers. So we can use AI to respond to emails. Look at this sample prompt. Let's read this. I have received the following email from a parent. Like I mentioned to you just now, that if you want to respond to my mail and you want to ask ChatGPT to do that for you, you need to copy my mail and put it in ChatGPT and then ask it to respond. You can extend this to your daily communications. You can extend this to your daily communications, like on WhatsApp. People send messages to you on WhatsApp and they want your reply. And you have to be like some of you that engage in business on WhatsApp where you use your WhatsApp account for business account. So people request and they make order, they make a lot of things and they send messages to you. If you have large number of customers, this can be overwhelming. So people do hire people to do that for them. They hire some people that will be interacting on the WhatsApp. So people do that as a job, full-time job. So, but you are still a struggling entrepreneur. You don't employ anybody. You are still doing it yourself. And you are managing that with your lectures. You are managing that with your courses. You are managing that with your education. So you have little time to respond to all your customers. So as soon as they send messages to you and you want to reply to that message, just copy the message, put it in Meta AI, the same WhatsApp. You will not go anywhere. Just put it in Meta AI, then ask Meta AI to respond to it. Boom. What you're going to see is fantastic response to the email. You just copy and paste to that person. Then you are done. In 2 minutes, you've answered this one. Go to the next customer and then you proceed from there. So the same thing we are talking about here. If you are communicating with your teacher or you are responding to a mail from higher authority, you can copy the mail into ChatGPT, then ask ChatGPT to respond, highlighting important points that you want. For instance, look at this. I have received the following email from a parent. Here is the email. I am beyond outraged to learn that to kill a monkey bird is part of your curriculum. This book promotes violence against innocent creatures and normalizes injustice. As a parent, I demand an immediate removal of this appalling content from my child's education. Failure to comply will have severe consequences. This is the email that the teacher received from a parent. And I think it's a genuine concern that every parent should have, right? Like some people, there was a time I read where some people were talking about some books that are used in primary school in Nigeria too, that there are some immoral thoughts or some immoral lessons that the children are being taught. They are consuming that from the book they read, especially books from English or literature like that at primary or secondary school. So people can revolt. I mean, like a parent now, you saw a book. Yeah. So he saw a book, she saw, or I don't know, the parents saw a book that the students are using, and there was a concern about the book, that the book can actually promote violence against innocent creatures. And it can normalize what? It can normalize injustice. So as a parent, the parent is demanding an immediate removal of that particular book from the curriculum. So this is what the teacher received. And the teacher want to respond to this and say, okay, I received the following email from parent. Yeah. Now, can you draft a direct response that doesn't escalate the situation, but briefly defends my use of the book? Look at that. So this, you see what you have here is the flesh of this prompt. Because this is what the teacher intends to communicate to the student and to the parent. And doesn't want to bother himself or herself too much. You want ChatGPT to do that. So can you draft a direct response that doesn't escalate the problem, okay, or the situation, but briefly or succinctly defines my use of the book? Okay, let us copy this and let's see what's going to happen from ChatGPT. Okay, so I just copy this now, and then I take it to ChatGPT. We are here. I take it to ChatGPT, then I put it here. All right. Or if I don't want any interaction with this, I can open, I told you the last time that you don't want any interaction, you can open a new chat. Then you drop it. I have received so and so. Okay, now let's see what the response will look like to that concerned parent. Okay. Amazing. So we have that very short response and direct. Look at that. Concern about curriculum. Dear parent, you mentioned the parent name. Thank you for reaching out and sharing your concerns regarding to kill a mockingbird. I understand that certain texts can evoke strong emotions, and I appreciate your engagement in your child's education. This is like, you are calming that man or that woman, okay? You are calming that Karen that is too concerned about the curriculum. Okay, that is the function of these two lines. Then let's see what happened in the next paragraph. This novel has been a cornerstone of literature and education for decades. Now you want to defend your choice now. So you are planning to bring that defense from the importance of that particular book. So not to promote violence or injustice, but to critically examine these issues. Through thoughtful discussion and guided analysis, students explore themes of morality, empathy, and social justice skills that are essential for developing critical thinking and ethical reasoning. You see this? Learn this structure. The first structure, you want to go against that person's decision, right? So the first one is to acknowledge the effort of that person. That is the function of this first paragraph. Why this second paragraph is to highlight the importance of that particular book, which will serve as a justification for the continuity of using the book. Now let's see the third paragraph, which I think that's the conclusion. Now you want to make your stand. That said, you see that? I value parental input, and I'm happy to discuss any concerns you have about your child's learning experience. If you would like, we can explore alternative reading options that align with the curricular objectives. Please let me know a convenient time to continue this conversation. This is very polite of any teacher to do. You acknowledge the concern of that person. You emphasize the importance. You try to defend your choice, yet you still give open hands for conversation. All right, amazing. So then you conclude your letter, and then you are fine. So this can go so many ways, so many opportunities, so many approaches can be used to address this kind of situation. When you receive a mail from your superior, or you receive a request from your customers, or even not your customers, even your friends can send some messages to you on WhatsApp. You all receive messages on WhatsApp on a daily basis. Your friend can send a message to you and you want to respond to that, but you don't have much time. Copy that message, put it in Meta AI, let it draft a response for you, and then you send it back to the person. So that is far better than ignoring the person on your inbox or your DM, all right, without responding to the person on time. So AI can come, and that's ignoring the person is not out of your wish to do that, but because we are busy. But now we are bringing in a tool that will increase your productivity. Perfect. So we just spoke about responding to email. What we can do again, we can also talk about the syllabus component, where you can use AI to highlight some part of the syllabus component. And then you can also make some kind of administrator request. Okay, like you are seeking a permission to use a particular tool, or to use a lab, or to use a classroom, or to use CBT center, or to use anything, a library, or to visit the data house in ABU. You have to write a letter to have superior authority. So that is what we call the administrative request. Or you are seeking a permission to travel home for Eid al-Fitr now. You want to travel home, and then your employer or your teacher or your principal will not allow you to go, or would like to see you write a formal letter before you go. Then you can ask AI to write this formal letter for you, and you are fine. We also have newsletter, so which are some kind of publications that can be weekly or monthly. So AI can assist you in drafting some articles and then in highlighting important point on the newsletter for your student or for your colleagues or for anybody that may intend to have it. So in most scenarios, teachers can feed in the communication they have received with consideration for compliance with student privacy laws and have ChatGPT draft a starting point for them to respond. So the ability of AI to remain objective and still project empathy through its use of language makes it an excellent tool for teachers to draft emails. So Google Bard, ChatGPT, you mentioned them, Perplexity, and so on. They let users directly export the response to Gmail if you like on Google Bard or other tools, or you don't have to directly export, just copy and then you move into your mail. Okay, so this thing, you'll be using a stone to kill two birds. One, you'll be drafting and then increasing your productivity, responding or drafting emails. And at the same time, you are going to draft content that are almost error-free. Okay, no matter what, even though you are a super typist and you type very well, if you don't commit some typist or some typing error, you may commit some grammatical mistakes. So, but AI will do that for you. It will proofread what you want to present, and that will save a lot of time. So you are going to save time in responding, and you are going to save time in editing or reviewing your content. So we now have some specific examples through which we can prompt AI to allow us write some interesting things for communicating with our student. Like for instance, reminders. You want to send a reminder to your student, you can ask AI to drive this message. Or you want to give feedback. So this is another prompt here that can generate feedback for your student. Or you want to give some kind of motivational message, as teachers. So you need to learn to balance what they call the carrot stick approach, right? Your student is not doing well, but you still have to motivate your student to learn. You will not just shut up your student idea, you can highlight the mistakes and at the same time encourage the student to continue what he has done good. So this is what we do as teachers. We reinforce our learning. Okay, we reinforce our what? Our learning. So as teachers, you need to keep motivating your students. All right, so let us take this prompt. Let's see what's happening here. Help me construct a motivational message to send to my students struggling with the current topic. I want to make it specific. Okay, let's copy this one first. And then we want to motivate our student that is not doing fine, okay? All right. So I copy it from here, then I come to ChatGPT. I want to, okay, a name chart is better for me. Then I want to add some things to this particular prompt. Help me construct a motivational message to send to my student struggling with the current topic. Let me now be specific. Struggling with, let's say, maybe the topic reproductive system, right? Reproductive system, all right? In biology, all right? So help me construct a message. Like again, I can even make more conditions on the length. Let me put that condition. Help me construct a motivational message of not less than 200 words, okay? Of not less than 200 words to send to my student struggling with reproductive system in biology, all right? So now I've constricted it to a particular topic and then with what? With the number of words I want. So I just send this. Let's see how it goes. Sure, nice one. I like that confidence. Like I mentioned to you, AI-based tools, they are very confident. Even though when they are saying rubbish, they are still confident in saying that rubbish. So you have to open your eyes. Let's see this nice one. Okay, let's have a part look of it. Dear student, I know that studying reproductive system in biology can be challenging and you may feel overwhelmed by the terms, processes, and diagrams. But I want to remind you that every topic is just an opportunity for growth. So the key to mastering any subject is persistence, practice, and believe in yourself. Okay, nice one. Think about this. Every expert in biology, including your teachers and professors, once struggle with the same topics. So that made a difference. They kept going, they reviewed, asked questions, and found different ways to understand the topic. You can do the same. Nice one. So instead of seeing the reproductive system as a tough topic, try to break it down into smaller, manageable parts. Use diagrams, videos, and even everyday analogies to help you remember the key processes. Form study groups, discuss with your peers, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Learning is the journey, and every step you take brings you closer to success. Nice quote. You see how it goes. And finally, we have what? Most importantly, believe in yourself. Yes, you are capable of understanding anything with time and effort. Keep pushing forward. And remember that challenges are just stepping stones to greater knowledge. Let me repeat that part for you. Huh? Most importantly, believe in yourself. You are capable of understanding anything with time and effort. Huh? Keep pushing forward. And remember that challenges are just stepping stones to greater knowledge. You have got this. Keep learning and keep striving for excellence. I think this message is for everybody here listening now, not only for students struggling with what? With reproductive system in biology. You need to believe in yourself and you need to get this clear that you are capable of understanding anything with time and effort. You just need time and you need some effort. Like some of you, maybe you may find this course challenging too. So believe in yourself. You can do it. Yes, yes, you can do it. Keep pushing forward. All right, that is a good motivation today. Nice one. So AI can help you do this without no too much effort. And I think every teacher should be doing this. You need to keep encouraging your student. You need to keep motivating your student. So you can use AI to draft an announcement that you want to make, or you compose a policy for your teaching. Or you can take it to some of you who are entrepreneurs. You can use that to draft a poster or handbook. AI can design it for you with the content that you want, your phone number, where it's supposed to be, your email, where it's supposed to be, everything will be there. So AI can do that for you too. So taking it outside the classroom to your daily lives, you can enjoy what we are talking about. Again, you can also use AI for communicating with superior authority, your teachers, your professors, your principal. You want to make a request to use something, wherever, this is an example, or you are interested in doing something, so this is how you can do that. For instance, now, look at this interest letter. Compose a message to the school principal expressing my interest in leading a new extracurricular club. Maybe in your school, there is nothing like mathematics club. What they have is jet club. And you want to start mathematics club in your school. So you can write interest letter uh, to your principal to allow you to do so. So people may call it concept note, so that it will highlight what you are going to be doing in that particular club. Okay, let us run this prompt, and then we narrow it down to mathematics lab, mathematics club. Let's run this prompt. In a club called mathematics club. Okay, called mathematics club. Okay, I repeat, compose a message to the school. Okay, then I run this. Perfect. Very good. So you can see, again, you can put conditions on this. Like you want it to be 200 words, 500 words, and so on. So then we have their principal. I hope this semester finds it well. I'm writing to explain my interest in establishing and leading what? Mathematics club. You put the name of the school here. Give him a background in mathematics education and passion for wherever. So this will give you what you want. And this can keep you starting. If you notice that some parts are missing and you need to add some things there, so you put them. But this will give you the starting point to write a good letter to your principal. Perfect. So we proceed from here. You can also make some kind of report, or you make proposal or email. So you can also use AI to communicate with the parents of your student. You want to update them on some important changes, or you want to remind them on some things, or you want a careful message or newsletter, or you want to explain some things to them. So these are some of the ways through which you can communicate. You can reduce the time you spend on administrative tasks using what? AI. The next part, and I think perhaps the last part, is how AI can help you in record keeping. This is very fantastic. How can you leverage on artificial intelligence based tools to do what? To improve your productivity in paperwork and record keeping. We have some ideas here. So our education system, all of us, we know that runs on a lot of paperwork and record. Even up to now in the university, we still ask for hard copy. You are still given exams, and it is graded on papers, and then the result is also submitted, even though processed electronic, but hard copy are still submitted. So a lot of record keeping is involved. Attendance in classroom, it is paper based, even though meanwhile today we are going to have our attendance electronic, okay, using the platform we are on. So a lot of record keeping is involved, whether it be student work, grades, feedback, or teacher evaluations. So the human resource files, every staff of any institution should have a file. They still keep these files. Even every student on ABU campus too, is what? Is having a file. Every student. If you come to the department now, you have your files. Even the one you submitted 3 or 4 years ago is there. And you see files everywhere. We still keep these things, and we continue to open new files. So HR files and performance improvement plans. Some of the benefits of integrating AI into our record keeping include the following. So advanced search capabilities. With AI tools, we can employ some search engine that will allow you to locate the files on time. Okay, but you have to convert to electronic, you must know that. Again, text recognition. This one is very important, extremely important. You can write something on a paper and then you upload on ChatGPT, then we identify the to electronic. So just upload your handwritten notes on ChatGPT, and then it will transfer that into the normal typing. So that is what they call the text recognition. So AI tools can utilize optical character recognition technology to digitalize and categorize handwritten document or printed document. So this is very interesting. And you should try to do this once in a while if you want. Like you have this lecturer that is giving you this lesson note, handwritten lesson note, and you want to convert that to soft copy, okay? So you can just upload in some of these AI tools, then they will recognize the text and then put it to you into digital form. And then you are happy. So again, for summarizing, AI tools can analyze and extract relevant information from text to make it quicker for teachers to act on the stored information. You have got a note from somebody, you don't have time to be reading through one by one. Sorry. So you can ask AI to actually summarize that particular note for you. So the same thing with data analysis. AI can be used for analyzing data. As part of record keeping, you have got students' data and you want to find the average, just put it in AI. It can get you the average, it can get you the standard deviation, it can make for you a nice bar chart or pie chart. AI can do that. ChatGPT can do it for you, free. You don't have to worry your head learning one SPSS or learning one R programming or something, AI, or learning one formula in Excel. AI can do that for you. So for data analysis, you can use what? You can use AI. And then you are happy. So you can also use AI for permission slip, like you want to seek permission from your superior or something, or you're going on an excursion. Like the last time we went to data center, I have to take permission from the director of ICICT to allow us to be there. So this is how it goes. As teachers, we do this a lot. We seek permissions from our superior whenever we want to have something that has to do with them. All right. So these are now some specific prompts that we can engage with before the end of our class today. So the use cases of AI for optimizing paperwork, like you need a template. You want to make a template. AI can generate a template for you. Look, let's take this one. Generate a template for a weekly lesson plan that includes sections for objectives, materials, procedures, and then assessment strategies. A template. Nice one. Part of the record we keep as teachers is what? The lesson plan. So now AI is coming here to help you to generate a template for your lesson plan. All right. So let's go in here. Then we have our new chart, and I drop this here. Then I click on OK. I just need the template. I just need the template. And you can extend this. This one has given objectives, materials, procedures, and then assessment strategies. If you still want more, like student activity, teacher activity, and so on, can be there. All right? You see? Amazing. We are going to take this section by section and see what is there. And maybe we also learn one or two things that we don't know before about preparing lesson plan. Okay? Okay, it has finished. Let's have it. So the first one is about what? The preliminary data. So where you have your lesson plan template, your teacher's name, week that you are talking about, the grade level, and then the topic. Then we talk about the learning outcomes. What should students be able to do by the end of the week? And learning outcomes, you can spread it along the cognitive domain, affective domain, or what? Psychomotor domain. Cognitive domain could be knowledge-based objectives. Affective could be attitude or values-related objective. And psychomotor could be what? Skills-based what? Objectives. All right? So that means when you're stating that, you should take into consideration these three domains. Then what about materials and resources? List all materials, tools, and resources needed for the lesson, either textbook, technology, or teaching aids. Okay? Then the lesson procedure. Outline activities and teaching strategies for each day. On Monday, you want to do this. This is a lesson focus. These are the activities, and then you put the time, Tuesday, wherever, and so on it goes. Then Friday, then you have assessment strategy, which can be formative, summative, or peer or self-assessment. Okay? Then you have the differentiation strategies. How will you accommodate diverse learning styles in your lesson notes? Okay, nice one. So that means when we are preparing lesson notes, we should accommodate different students with different learning style. For advanced learners, for struggling learners, and for students with what? Special needs. And I think this is missing in the logbook that you get in for your teaching practice. They also have some reflection and notes where what worked well, what needs improvement, and this is what they call the exit something. They call it the exit. So the exit ticket, yeah, they call it the exit ticket, where a teacher will write what has worked for him, or the student will ask what has worked for them, and so on and so forth. So this is a typical template for preparing what? Lesson plan. So AI can do this for you. Then you can modify. This is the starting point. You don't have to take everything here 100% and then, hey, yeah, I've got it. No. You have to modify this to suit your particular purpose. Perfect. So you can also use AI to generate a kind of feedback form. As a teacher, you want to have feedback from your students. You can make a form for them, and then AI can do it for you. For grants, you want to ask AI to write for you grant proposal, or to help you to kickstart a grant proposal. Then you also have the meeting template, where you can ask AI to form a meeting template. You don't have to be writing all over again every time. There should be a template that you just adapt every time you need it. All right? So this is one aspect through which you can use AI to optimize paperwork. Then for record keeping, AI can also help you, like spreadsheet. AI can design students' spreadsheet for you that will monitor their progress. Oh, look, I think we should run this code. Design a student progress tracking spreadsheet, okay, that includes sections for student name, assignments, scores, and areas for improvement. This one will give you Excel. And let's see, it should. And if it doesn't, then you ask it to give you Excel. You don't have to be doing this from the scratch, you know? So let's see that. So we want to design a student progress tracking spreadsheet that includes sections for student names, assignments, scores, and areas for improvement. Let me run this. Let me see how it goes. Then we have this. It's even giving you the formula that you use in Excel to do this. This is a typical template where you have the columns for student ID and student name, then the assignment scores, assignment 1, and so on, then performance indicators, and so on. So this one is a template. If you want this in Excel, oh, look at it, it's even asking me, would you like me to generate an Excel file with formula included? The answer is yes, 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 yes. I don't want to trouble my head. Then I just say yes. Then it will give me in Excel. Then done, I have my Excel with the formula incorporated. So I can download it and view it. Excel. Let's see that. So I'm done here. The Excel has come. And I have my student name. Let me make this big. I have my student name, assignment 1, assignment 2, and then average score, and so on and so forth. Okay, then the final grade. You can extend this a bit if you want. So maybe it's too tiny. Then you can also extend what you have here to see what is there. Okay, then you're happy. So this is your Excel being generated by what? By AI, and the formula is included as promised. All right, then we are fine. So to proceed, and we can also use AI for behavioral incident tracking or for attendance. You can ask AI to draft a template for you for attendance, then for system design or for standardized formats of a reading of minutes or something, wherever. So this can help you to do that. So I think I will take the last one too, where it says provide a format for recording the minutes of faculty meetings, including attendees, agenda items, key discussions, decision made, and then next steps. So this one is a simple prompt that you can ask AI to generate for you a template for the minutes of a meeting. Remember, as a teacher in school, you are going to be having meetings, and it may be your turn that the principal just say, okay, Malama, whatever, be our secretary for today. Then you be the secretary, you take the minute, you take it home, and then you ask AI to put it in this format for you, and then you have it in Microsoft Word or something, and then you send it to your principal. So let's see how it goes. Let's generate that. I want a new chart. Then I ask this to provide a format for recording the minute of faculty meetings. It can be minute of staff meeting, it can be anything, but I want faculty, or let me just change this to staff. Because usually we don't use faculty in Nigeria, rather we say academic staff, non-academic staff, and so on, or we say lecturers. But in US in particular, they refer to lecturers as faculty. So a lecturer is a faculty in the US. That is their own term. But we call them here lecturer. So I want this. Then give me that template. So minute of staff meeting. Nice one. You have the date, the time, the venue, the chairperson of that meeting, which will be your principal or the HOD of your department. Then the secretary. Oh, you are the one acting as the secretary. Then the attendance, where they will list the names of those who attended, and then those who took apology or who were absent. Okay, then the agenda will be listed here. Then key discussions and decision made on agenda item 1, wherever, and we are fine. Action items and next steps. So any other business, AOB, date of next meeting, adjournments, and so on. So this is how you can use AI for record keeping, which will save your time and will save your energy. And I think that is where we are going to stop this morning. My plan is to end this class maximum by 9:30. So I'm going to stop sharing, and then we have a little interactions, and then we entertain your questions, and we also are listening to some of our lecturers present in the meeting. All right.